Welcome to late night chills. I don't know. It's late for reasons. Hope you guys are well. Welcome to the preview for Spurs versus Forest. It's not even evening. It's good night, everyone. How you guys doing? And yeah, there's a lot of ant questions in the chat already.
Yeah. Welcome to a late night stream.
Late night stream. I bet it's gone wrong and he shaved it off. Let's see if Ant's dyed his beard. Are you guys more interested in Ant's beard than the game tomorrow? That's my kind of question. Do we? Oh, Ant's, do you guys want Ant?
Comes on.
Yeah.
Whether he shaved it, dyed it, or done something altogether different with it. Or should we put him out of misery?
Oh, do you guys want Ant? Do you guys want Ant? What do you guys think? Beard or no beard? I don't know. I don't know what to tell them. Get those likes up. Once we get to, I don't know, 50 likes off the bat, we'll get Ant. I'll call Ant and get him on. Yeah, let's get 50 likes to start with. And then we'll get Ant. You're saying he shaved it, Stoney. What are you talking about, Stoney? You can't even grow one yet, man. He's giving like tips on whether or not. Yeah. Oh, they're calling for Ant. They're calling. I'll tell you what, he doesn't look like that, does he?
That's crazy.
It's all gone wrong. Well, hopefully tomorrow doesn't go wrong. Evening, Charlotte. Oh, we're both well. All right, let's do it. Have we hit 50 likes? Have we hit the 50?
We're not far off.
Yeah, we have. All right, ladies and gents.
Evening, everybody. That's it. They've seen me now. Where's he gone? Come here, you. Get back on. And you, get back on.
You feeling awkward?
He does. He's got stage fright now, hasn't he, all of a sudden?
He's got stage fright.
He's never lost for words. He's never lost for words. No,
well, he's really nervous.
I was dropped in it a little bit, wasn't I? Just his face on full screen. I mean, I'm not prepared for this.
You spent 2 hours in makeup. What do you mean you haven't prepared for it?
Hey, he does not look younger than me. He does not look... Oh, my camera's off. Hold on. Oh, they're liking it, Ant. You look younger. He's really... Guys, seriously, he's really nervous. So give him abuse, man. He's going to go and shave it off.
I do want to keep it. So
it'll probably be gone at half time if people take too much.
Glenn, thank you so much for the 19 months, bro. Where's that gone? Appreciate all the support, bro. Thank you so much. Evening and dyed beardo looks cool. And they like it. I think we need a poll. Keep beard or shave beard? Let's start a poll.
You'll do what you ask, guys. You will.
And keep it, shave it.
So
we're talking about the beard. We're talking about the beard. Stoney, thank you so much for the 17 months, buddy. All right, no, I'm not having this. I'm gonna vote shave it. Right? There's no way. Look, he does look younger, but he just looks like a younger homeless person for me. On the streets, they're all saying keep it, and they're all saying keep it. You got a little less red, and should we stop talking about you?
Yeah. Long as they not say keep it because they think it looks stupid and want to make me look stupid.
No, keep it until Forest lose. Well, that's 24 hours.
I just say it'll be gone tomorrow.
Yeah. Jasper, thank you so much for the 7 months. Appreciate it, buddy. And Neil with the 8 months, closing in on the double digits. Cujo's on the fence here. Good
job we didn't give him that option.
Yeah, no looks Italian. Option. Looks Italian. Now he's definitely keeping it. Well, the poll at the moment, Ant, 80% are saying keep it.
Yeah, but
20% saying shave it.
I want to know what the 20% have got against it.
You want to know who's male and who's female in that, don't you?
Yeah. Before we start, I've got to put out a massive thank you to Pirate Sea Dog. Is his tag on Twitter. His name's Pete. He sent a couple of presents, one for me and one for Wolfie. And I'm not gonna wear it tonight. I'm gonna wait until Wolfie's got his so we can both wear it. Ez didn't go looking. I don't know why.
No.
It's probably too nice. It's probably not grumpy enough.
Stars of the show, mate. What can I say?
Mate, I'm joking.
Fantastic, appropriate. I don't know if you can see that.
Let me put you up full screen. Go
again.
Here we go. Really, really good, really good. And
read what it says, Ad. Read what it says. Show me what it says.
Yeah, mine says, warning, Will Robinson, grumpy old bastard, approach with caution. So, yeah, that's quite appropriate. And Wolfie's, I've not owned it because, it's his prezi, not mine, says, I never dreamt that I'd become a grumpy old man, but here I am killing it. So, perfect.
Truer words never spoken.
On a future pod.
Massive shout out to Pirate Sea Duggan.
Thanks. You. That's so kind of you.
And just look at Ez's face.
I'm cool with it, man.
Yeah, but Ez has got 2 shirts. I've not got one yet. So
Ez, you can have my old hat if it makes you feel better. It's pretty dirty.
I've got the mug.
You got your mug. You are a mug. You are a mug. All right, let's get into it. It's meant to be a football show, man. It's turned into a beard and fashion show already. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
For results not going our way today, were they? Everything.
Yeah, let's kick off with that. Ez, what did you reckon to the results, man?
Well, if you look at it, for Everton, that was their first win in 10 games, and with Luton, with that late winner.
Sorry to interrupt you. The legends in the chat.
Oh, bless you. You don't have to, honestly, you don't have to look that grumpy. Bless you.
We're just like winding them up. Thank you so much, Pirate Sea Dog. You're a legend, man. And it's better that you don't get him one.
Yeah, because I'm not that grumpy or old.
Sorry, Ez, God.
No, yeah, so and then you look at the Luton result, even though they've been in and around it with their late goals, that's their first win in 13 games. So badly timed from our point of view. But it's still in our own hands. And if we can get a point out of tomorrow, that's an absolute bonus. But my focus is on you got to get the 3 points from the Wolves game. So anything we get out of tomorrow is a bonus for me. But yeah, results did not go our way, man, and it was just so frustrating. And it's been like that for a few weeks, even though we've kind of that was our first win in 6 or 7, So it's squeaky bum time, and anything out of tomorrow's game would give us a little bit of leeway. But yeah, let's just hope we have a performance, and we'll talk about what we want in terms of team structure tomorrow. But I don't think I'd change too much, to be honest.
No, there's a few of you asking about when Everton will find out about their points. It'll be early next week. So I think the verdict has been reached, but not announced. Similar to the Forest timeframes on that one. So as soon as it's announced, we'll let you guys
Premier
know.
League will leak it first, and then Everton will come
Exactly. And we broke that story to you guys, how the Premier League are screwing Forest and Everton over. Hey, the legend Charlotte. That's an interesting picture, Charlotte. Thank you so much for your first
hope you're not catfishing us with that photo.
Yeah. Is it because of Ant's beard, Charlotte? Thank you so much for the £2.50. That's way too generous of you. Yo, my first super chat. Thank you so much. Of many more to come, no doubt, Charlotte. That's way too generous of you. D Minor with the 13 months breaks through that year barrier. The absolute legend. And on top of that, he's also gifted a sub. And that's gone to Adam T. So Adam T, make sure you show some love to D Minor, the absolute legend. And what I want to say, right? In a way, I'm kind of glad Luton won today because I felt dirty. No, just hear me out. I felt dirty that I've been having to like Bournemouth after all the crap we've been through over the last few years of them. And now I feel I can go back to hating Bournemouth. In a weird way, that's how I'm spinning it as a positive. Because what the hell were they doing, man? They hit the post like 4 or 5 times. And then it's just a mess of a day. It really did annoy me today.
Yeah, I mean, I was so disappointed. I've had a full day watching football today. And it's not gone well. I mean,
but Arsenal won.
Yeah, Arsenal won. Yeah, that's good news, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, with Luton, when they were 1-0 down, obviously to the last minute, I kind of felt that was it. I thought that's kind of it. And now they're back on, clinging on with fingernails, And Everton as well. I mean, Everton is so shocking. You know, they're such a poor side, and yet they've gone and got a win. I mean, it was against Burnley, who had 7 men out injured, plus they had a man sent off. That shows you the quality of Everton. I don't think
when you get a
it's not
gift
something
from
we
the
should
goalkeeper.
really. Yeah, and a massive mistake from the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
it's not something we should really worry about. It's just like you want to get this over with, don't you? You want to get it sorted as soon as possible. I still feel that day will come. Just I want it to come as soon as it can. You know, we had a shit. Let's face it, we've had a shitty season. It's been a crap season. It's been so much up and down, so much chopping and changing, so much not knowing, you know, and expecting more than we've actually got, which is 17th at the moment. You know, obviously Everton have got the points deduction to come as well. That's not going to. I think they're going to get a minimum. I think they have to get a minimum of 3. This is no disrespect to Everton. I don't think they should be getting any, but facts are facts. This is what's going to happen. I think they're going to get a minimum of 3 because I think it's 3 if you break it, isn't it? And then it's how much, mitigating circumstances and all that lot. So 3 points off them nullifies today's result, and they're not going to get another win for the rest of the season, so it might not be too bad. But Brentford, if Brentford had lost today against a top 4 team away from home, they would have been 3 points above us and we'd have had a game in hand. So they were by no means out of the wood. But to come from 2-0 down, I mean, okay, they went 3-2 up and they got pegged back again.
Mad 10
That's
minutes
kind of
goal,
lifted me a little bit. And the goal differences are very close as well. There's about three goals difference between the 3 of us. So that's very close. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a bad day for us. I'll be honest with you, I'm not expecting anything from tomorrow. I just have so much dislike. I don't like to say hate because that's such a strong word, but I have such a dislike of Tottenham that it's always the case, isn't it? They're the ones that you're fearing to lose against the most. Man U, Liverpool, Tottenham.
Are they the only team we haven't taken points from since we've been back in the Premier League? Would I be right in saying that? Chat, someone correct me on this. Quick shout out to Rich.
I'll pick it from the top.
I mean, Arsenal we've beaten, Liverpool we've beaten, Man City we drew with, Villa we've beaten, Man U we've beaten, West Ham we've beaten, Newcastle we've beaten, Chelsea we've beaten.
Can you just say that bit again? Man U we've beaten. Can you just say that?
Man U we've beaten, Man U we smashed, Newcastle I think that's right, chat.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing. To be honest.
Bournemouth we've drawn with. It is just, it had to be Spurs.
Oh, we've got our bogey teams, don't get me wrong, but Spurs weren't one back in the day. Like you, mate, when I grew up, we were battering them all the time. That 4-1 away win in that 94-95 season, I'll never forget that game. We saw the goal from...
I was there, mate. I was one of the 400.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. And it was I just remember watching it at the time, and it was one of those match of the days that I had recorded, and I was playing it back throughout the season, mate. It was just an amazing game, and we totally dominated that day as well. We were so in control, and that was the first time that season that I believed that we could do something, because up until then we'd beaten teams around us and beaten teams who were kind of would have been expected to beat, but when we start getting results against Spurs at White Hart Lane, and that was a cracking result, man. We just absolutely dominated. All 4 goals were good. I remember the first one, I think it was Steve Stone on the end of a cross or something like that. But yeah, a cracking day. And so, like you, I grew up watching us beat Spurs week in, week out, and it hasn't happened since we got promoted, man. Tomorrow, mate, a draw would be more than enough than I'd expect out of tomorrow's game. But I'm looking at from a Nuno point of view. I think he's got to have something to prove tomorrow, man. And I think hopefully he takes that spirit into it, and that could give us a little bit of an edge. And that's kind of what I'm counting on, I think, for tomorrow, mate. I don't know what more we can do other than hope Nuno's got a game plan that he's going to put out tomorrow that's going to do the trick. But they do give you chances. They will give us chances tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm a bit like go on, man.
I've said they have struggled against teams. They've not blown teams away at Tottenham's ground. You know, they have struggled against the likes of Luton and others, Sheffield United. So they have struggled. And yes, you're right, Ez. We will get chances. I'm sure of that, because that high line of theirs is just asking for pace behind. You know, Elanga, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's what I get in it. It's what I do.
You're really so confident,
make sure
man.
we keep up with him.
Yeah, well, you know, he's going to look great. He's going to speed past someone. He's going to get all the way through, and then he's going to, do what he does. But he might not tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I was just gonna say the argument of the cup. Believe me, Henny, I've tried it with my brother, and he's just like Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So I need legitimacy with a league win, even a draw. Because it's just literally as I was saying it, I was like, crap, they are the only team we haven't taken points from, and that doesn't sit right with me at all. I just hate them, man. I just hate them. I really do.
Well, it's even harder for you because obviously family.
Yeah. But it's like even over the years, boys, they've always annoyed me by the players they've taken from us. Like if you look at it,
you know what? When I was younger, when I was like perhaps in my 20s or something like that,
like you are now.
Like you
yeah,
like you are.
yeah, like I'm now.
Bit.
I hated Arsenal more than, except for Liverpool, it was then Arsenal because boring Arsenal. They were so bad. George Graham. It's terrible. And I don't know what happened over the years. Why I have this hatred. I don't know where it was before 90. Was it? Yeah, I'm sure it's before. At some point, it changed, and I hate Tottenham, and I don't know what caused it and why. Because let's be honest, Tottenham have got a tradition of trying to play the kind of football that we try to play. Yeah, that's their tradition, attacking, flowing football. So the reason I give for liking Arsenal now is for that exact reason. They're attacking, flowing, beautiful passages of play. But I hate Spurs doing it. I don't understand it myself. It's football logic.
Well, I'm with you on. I don't want to talk about Arsenal, but I am with you on that because that George Graham team I hated, and it wasn't until they got Bergkamp. When they got Bergkamp,
that was it.
You couldn't hate him.
On Henry. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah. That goal against Newcastle where he spun round, that was just disgusting.
I think that's been voted the greatest Premier League goal, and I don't think I can.
Did he mean it? Did he mean it? He says he does.
Meant it, mate. He's class.
I don't think it's the greatest goal. I think he just turned on it and scored. Tyward did a similar one.
No, but it was the reverse.
Tyward did a similar one.
It's like when they used to go on about Beckham scoring from the halfway line. Every man and his dog's done that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
John Shelby's done that.
Dan James did it the other week. I mean, come on, the bar's not high, is it?
So and the goalkeeper was miles out when Beckham did that. It's not like I've seen somewhere they've actually hit it hard and it's dipped over the goalkeeper from the halfway line. The goalkeeper was Sullivan, wasn't it, at Wimbledon? It was about 35 yards out. So
and that pitch is tiny. Selhurst Park is tiny. It's like a training ground. And then we get Steve Stone missing from 6 inches out against Reading.
No, standard one worse than that, mate, from under the crossbar. I'm sure Ant will remember it, but it was literally. It might have been against Palace.
He won't. That's blanked out of his mind, mate.
Yeah, he probably has blanked out, but it was right under the crossbar.
Stan is the best player I've ever seen, and I've seen some cracking players. Obviously, at my time at watching football.
Is he better than Robbo, Ant? Because all the old golden oldies always say Robbo. Would you put Stan ahead of Robbo?
Honestly,
Chat, would you do it as well for the golden gen? Who's better? Do we need a poll here?
Different type of player. Robbo was a magician, whereas Stan was more power and pace and skill. And if I had to pick which one of the or the other to go in my team, it would be Stan.
Wow.
But Robbo was something special, But Stan was, for me, absolutely incredible. But he was never that good on one-on-ones. He was never that good on one-on-one. If he was clean through and just a goalkeeper to beat, I could think of and I remember when we were away to Newcastle, he did exactly that coming through. What's that on your face, mate?
What happened to Mr. This is late in Spain? What happened to Mr.
You know what? It is late, but I realised that I'm just sat watching it anyway, so I might as well just come back.
I thought, put your message up. I thought, well, he's here. He may well be on.
All right, we need a poll on this because some of the golden oldies and the oldies, aka Eddie, he's saying not a chance. Chris is saying Robbo number 1. Now, this is a tough one because if I had to vote, I'd obviously have to vote Collymore because I didn't see Robbo. So I don't know how this poll will go. Ez, what are you saying? Because Robbo was before your time, wasn't he?
Yeah, so that's why I've got 2 answers on this one because Obviously, I can only go off what I've seen from Robbo on the highlights reel. But for me, and Stan Collymore, from Forest plays I saw, or even just plays I saw in general live, he's one for Forest. He's the greatest that I've ever seen, no doubt about it. I don't think anyone else even comes close. But for overall, for what Robbo achieved as well, I've got to say it's Robbo.
Mind you.
The European Cup wins, the promotions, the League Cup wins.
Great players and great Forest sides. Did you see that clip I put onto the WhatsApp group? Lars
Boheenan's goal, yeah.
Man, that was one of the best goals, man.
It was quite because he had a really bad first touch on that.
Roy, Lars Boheenan, we had a side then. God.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and do you know what annoys me about that goal? Yeah. Do you remember when Cantona did a similar chip and they just have it on that one? Yeah. They never did that with Boheenan's. When Boheenan's was further out. Yeah, way better. Way better. Because it wasn't Man U and Cantona and all this crap. That goal was ridiculously good, man. Anything that taints him for me.
Could play it for the young people in the chat, because they obviously don't really know. And I wish you could
just YouTube it.
We were defending, and the whole bang, 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 and the finish. I wish you could show it so the kids could see what we're talking about. You know, we're not just being, old men reminiscing on the good old days. It's true. We were incredible. Absolutely incredible.
But is he tainted because of the Derby stuff for you, Ez? Because he would have been about roughly our era. And
you said it was our era. It wasn't until it came out afterwards that he wasn't even offered a contract. And, then I'm thinking, okay, it changes my opinion on it. But at the time, we sold him to Blackburn, didn't we?
Blackburn, yeah.
So I was gutted, obviously,
Frank lost his rag. You know what Frank did when they asked him? Was it Frank? Yeah, it must have been Frank.
Yeah, Frank would have been a manager.
Yeah, they said to him, why has this Frank Clark, the nicest man on the planet? Why have you let Lars Boheenan go to? Or why has Lars Boheenan gone to Blackburn? Put his hand in his pocket, got a load of money, just chucked it on the table. That's Frank. So he was not happy.
We need to ask him about that when we next get him on, and we will have the legends of Frank back on soon. Crypto, I'd ask you, man, but you were barely a seed in your dad's nut at that time, man. So
you've seen the clip, though. You've seen the clip, Crypto. So give us your opinion.
Did you look at that clip I sent onto WhatsApp? Crypto.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I missed the first part of the question. What was the question?
Wait, before you do, thank you. You are a legend, right? Do you know how many times I've told these guys about Boheenan's corner? And I'm pretty sure it was against Norwich. And for some reason, they have zero memory of it. That was the best corner ever. Ward-Prowse does it today, and everyone's like, Ward-Prowse. I'm like, Boheenan's done it. Huh?
No, we didn't challenge you on that one. I agreed with you.
No, you challenged me on the team. I'm not sure if it was Norwich. It's in my mind. It was Norwich. Chat. Who was it against? The direct corner from Boheenan.
Yeah, I remember.
In my head, it was Norwich, maybe Ipswich. It felt like an East Anglia club, right? But who was it? Someone. It was Norwich. Thank you, bro. I knew it was Norwich.
We'll give you that one.
But again, it never got bigged up. It was like, I remember as a kid, you're like, what the hell was that? I've never seen that before. Forget Beckham's halfway line goal. This has gone in from a corner. Was it Norwich? It was Norwich, yeah?
Is it Norwich or Brazil? Because they've got yellow tops on the inside.
Is Lemmy not on tonight?
No.
Yeah, Lemmy's not on. He's still trying to grow.
It was Crystal Palace. It was
Palace. It was yellow. Was it yellow, Anne?
They were wearing yellow with the blue.
Okay, that's why. So, bro, come on, get your facts right. It was Crystal Palace. No, he's done it twice then, Anne. He's done it twice.
No, he hasn't done it twice.
Has he done it? I'm telling you. It just
confused by
the yellowness. Let's just get these super chats in and we'll see what Crypto's saying. Jordan, thank you so much for the $4.99. You absolute legend. That's so generous, bro. Hey, boys, hope you're all good. I love that beard, Ants. Come on, you Reds. Forest till I die. Thank you so much, Jordan. I hope your mum's doing a lot better, buddy. Noah with the $4.99 as well. How are you, buddy? Hey, guys, sorry I wasn't in the last stream with my girlfriend and took her to her first Forest game on Tuesday night, and she cried in my arm.
We weren't that bad.
Bro, what did you do to her, man? Did you get her banned as well?
Have you only got one arm, or do you have multiple?
And also, how did you get back in the City ground, bro? Well, what did you do to get back?
We don't want to know. We don't.
Yeah. No, let's not find out about that. All right, so let's get crypto in. Crypto scares me in them. Yeah, are they new glasses?
Me a bit, actually.
Yeah, on like your profile pic, Eddie. Bloody hell, man. You can't.
That doesn't look anything like Eddie.
Every time I see it, I feel like he's creeping closer. Yeah.
He's covering his hairstyle, isn't he?
Of the Lambs. I suppose it's the Hannibal Lecter look, isn't it? I don't know. Just there anyway.
Do you know what? Every time I go on Twitter, I don't know why, but oh man, look, I've just loaded Twitter. First tweet is Eddie's. Are we gonna talk?
He makes me laugh. His jokes, they make me laugh, man. Every day they make me
They're
laugh.
Starting to make me laugh, and that scares me. No, seriously, don't look if you're easily offended. Look at that. That's the first tweet on the timeline. Are we gonna talk this on GOR? And Eddie, you got to sort out your tagging, right? If you want someone to see your tweet, you do the @. If you want to do a timeline one, do hashtag NFFC or something. That's just the first thing. I don't load Twitter that much, man, and it just pops up. And then his jokes.
Write that down.
Shout out to Eddie, man. Shout out to
what I do. Just put everything on it. Hashes, everything.
Anyway, should we get talking football now? There's 400 of you in here. Please don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we are about 14 away from 18,000 subscribers. Now, if you want Forest to win tomorrow, then we have to hit 18K before that. No, Eddie, seriously, I just loaded that now. I literally genuinely loaded that now, and you just come to the top of my timeline.
That's what he's saying. Why should I put ats and hashes on? You bloody saw it, didn't you?
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. And then just very quickly, Football Prizes have dropped an absolute clanger, right? In a good way, with what they've done on their latest giveaway. So they are giving away this signed framed Callum Hudson-Odoi shirt, right? But that's not the big news for me on that. If you look at the small prints, ladies and gents, Murillo is an instant win signed shirt with ticket number 4. So if you get ticket number 4, automatically you're entered for the Hudson-Odoi signed frame shirt. And on top of that, you get the signed Murillo shirt completely as part of an insta-win prize. So if you get ticket number 4, let me know so we can ban you off the channel, because that's up there with the Felipe one, man. That really is. And as far as I know,
in years to come, that's going to be worth something. That is, you know, when he's a Real Madrid superstar.
Yeah, I'd get it framed.
That's going to be a rare thing, isn't it? That's going to be a rare thing. There's already over half the tickets have sold out in one day. So if you want it, it's pinned up in the chat.
You do this every time. Every time I go on, and every time I've got a grumpy face afterwards. But you've got me.
It's not and no trolling, please. If you get number 4, let us know.
You already got
18K equals biggest Forest fan channel. I think in 17K we already are, bro. But when I say we, I mean you guys. It's all you guys sitting here doing that. Yeah, here we go. Here comes Crypto.
That's bigger than Luton Town's capacity. We couldn't fit all our followers into Luton's ground.
And go a step further. We have more subscribers than Luton's capacity added onto Bournemouth. Well, I can call them boring mouths now, capacity as well. That's quite freaky, man. We're just a bunch of twats sitting here chatting crap. What are you lot doing on a Saturday night at 11:15? Chilling with us. I mean, seriously, have you guys no life? Seriously, come on, man. Have some dignity and shape. Yeah, but thank you all. Yeah, Crypto, what are you saying?
I wish it was 11:15. It's nearly midnight here, but I was just laying in bed. That's why I've got the glasses on. Couldn't be bothered to put my contacts back in.
Crypto, can I interrupt you a sec? Because I've just seen this is quite funny. Luton Town have got a Football Prizes shirt. It's Sambi Lakonga's if you want it, people.
Yeah.
Has any sold? Have they sold any tickets on that? Wait, are you buying tickets, Ant?
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Wait, do you want the Hudson-Odoi or do you want the Murillo?
Mention it. I'm like the #1 gullible sucker. Every time you mention it, I go on.
Wait, what do you want? The Hudson-Odoi or the Murillo?
I don't. Well, I'd probably the Murillo one actually.
Yeah, but you need a framed one. You haven't won a framed one yet, have you?
I'd get it framed.
I'd get it framed.
Hang on a sec. When you said
I've
last score that you'd sell Murillo, I'm pretty sure you said you'd sell him last week and keep MGW.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's why it's going to be worth something, isn't it?
Wait. I would never ever sell Murillo. But what I said was I'd sell Murillo before MGW because I think that centre backs are easier to replace than creative midfielders. That's what I said.
Yeah,
so you would sell him.
If I had no choice, yeah.
He'd sell him and he'd sack Nuno, so we know where he stands.
Yeah. Nuno out and all that.
Yeah, I'd have Felipe cleaning the bins out.
And the tickets are pinned. The link's pinned into the chat, or you can put ! prize in the chat if you can't bother to scroll to the top of your screen. So take your pick. Okay, I want to get into this, man, because I do hate Spurs. I did think about doing a WrestleMania watch along, but now that Ant is younger than me, I don't know if I can pull it off. But anyway, let's get on with the football. So, crypto. We put out a tweet with a preferred 11 where there was one change. We changed Yates to Dominguez or Domingo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And literally, Twitter went into meltdown. Anyone would think we'd like cussed out everyone's mothers or something, right?
Yeah,
There's so much backing for Yates to stay in over Dominguez. I guess first question for me and to the chat: who would you play if you had to drop one of the two? Who would you play?
Well, I'm glad you asked me this because this is what I wanted to come on here and speak about mainly. And seeing so, I've changed my name to Domingo over Yates. I should probably stay consistent. Look, I think Yates had a great match last game. No one will deny that. And everybody wants to see the homegrown talent, the big Forest fan play as well as he can. However, for me, it was the first game in many where he's had a decent game. We're 2 seasons into the Premier League now, and he's finally put in performance like that. It reminds me a bit of some other homegrown players, such as Joe Worrell. You look at the Chelsea game; he had a brilliant game, but then he fell back to what he did before. What people are forgetting is that Dominguez is I can't get it out of my head now. Dominguez is one of our best midfielders. We were sitting here a few weeks ago, and he would be one of the first names on the team sheet. Yes, Yates had a good performance, and I completely understand why people want to keep a winning team, and I kind of agree. But look, at the end of the day, I think we'll see what happens because I'm pretty sure Yates for Nuno is one of the first names on the team sheet. So I think we'll see Yates start tomorrow, and if he has another great game, then fair play to him. He can be in the starting lineup, but I feel like it may have been a one-off. You've got to stay consistent in this league, and we haven't seen that from Yates all season. And we know that Domingo is one of the best players we've got. So for me, I would want to start our best team, and I think our best team has Domingo in instead of Yates. And there's some other changes I'd make as well. I mean, I know Bolly's injured, but I'd have Bolly in instead of Amabama.
Yeah, he's out. Why?
I just think he's got more experience. Amabama is a good player, but I just think Bolly never makes mistakes. I've seen Amabama make mistakes before, and that's one of our big weaknesses. So I'd have him in there. And then one of the things I do, which maybe shocks people, is I'd probably drop Elanga from the starting lineup because I think he's slightly out of form. And I'd probably put Reina in there to begin with. So, I'd make a few changes. I want to see our best team on the pitch, and I don't think that includes Yates. And hopefully he proves me wrong in the same way that Chris Wood has proved us all wrong. But I don't know. It just feels wrong having our best midfielder sat on the bench.
Okay, no, I'm with you on that one, but I don't see how you leave Dominguez out, but how you get him back in as well, because you can't really drop Danilo after his performance last week either. The only thing that might hold Danilo back is maybe it was he played the full game, didn't he? I can't remember him coming off early. Yeah, so he played. So if he's not fully recovered well enough to play a full game, then maybe Dominguez starts. But then, with Dominguez, he doesn't put a full 90 minutes in. So you're going to see one of them after about an hour or so anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd be tempted to start with Dominguez tomorrow ahead of Danilo if he's not going to drop Yatesy. But my point back to crypto was more on playing Reina over Langa, because I feel like you're forgetting Spurs' high line.
100%.
And that's got to be one of our best points of attack tomorrow. Would you not prefer Elanga running at them than Reina on that wing?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but I just think the last few matches, look, Elanga's brilliant at pacing people out and getting down the wing and getting past people, but he's been lacking after that. It's the final touch for Elanga, and the shooting is not where it was a month or so ago. So I mean, I'm going to take you back to.
I'm going to take you back to the. I think it was really around the AFCON period where a lot of pressure was put on Cho because he was literally our only winger at the time that was fit, and he wasn't putting in the performances either. But he had to. We kind of played. Nuno kind of played him through it, and we saw him improve certainly as Tavares's performances improved. Cho's did as well. Is it not again another sense of? I might throw this at Ant instead. Is it not a sense of play Elanga through this and hopefully he hits that form? Or would you make a change tomorrow?
Yeah, it's really difficult, obviously. Just before I say that, I was very impressed with somebody mentioning Joe Montana earlier on a comment. Christian, it was.
NFL player.
Yeah, he compared Yatesy with Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a multi Super Bowl winning world-class quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. I don't see Yatesy as a world-class quarterback. I may be missing.
I was going to
something.
say, this is so random. Who the fuck is Joe Montana? Why are we talking about the NBA?
It's a different sport.
NFL.
Yeah, but the core players in football sometimes he's like a quarterback. He
Gerrard,
the ball about, finds the players and everything. I've never thought that was one of Ryan Yates' stronger points. So just a bit. I'd like some clarification on that. I'm a massive Montana fan. That picture, my girl at the time, that's 16. That's Joe Montana's shirt. Anyway, I saw him at playing against the Miami Dolphins at Wembley as well. That's one thing. The other thing is, I bought my tickets number 2.
You got number 2. Unlucky. Unlucky, mate. Has anyone got number 4?
Number 2. Things number 149 is just as close as number 2, but it just feels different, doesn't it?
That's gotta hurt. It's better than getting number 3 or number 5, I guess. Has anyone got number 4 yet, chat? Loads have just bought it. There's only 40 left now. So surely, if you haven't got number 4, the pot gets smaller and your odds go up. I don't know, Ez, you're the odds master. That's how it works, doesn't it?
That's how it works.
Yeah. But I just want to...
Yeah, to Ed's point, I'd play Elanga because of Spurs' high line. Simple as. Okay? We were chatting beforehand. I said, my only problem is I can see him getting through and flying forward. It's just the end product that worries me a little bit. But
that's the worry.
Early in the season, he did put some away. So he could just miss hit one and it could go in. So, we might be lucky. So, I would start Elanga. I would probably start Yates.
Over your boy Domingo.
But obviously we have the option of bringing Domingo on. That and Reina on. I think that there's nothing wrong with starting with the team that was so successful against Fulham. And I know it sounds terrible, see how they go, but you know what I'm saying? If they perform well, then great. If not, we have got adequate replacements to bring on.
You see, the only thing for me with this Yates discussion, one, it cracks me up that people get so emotional about it. Like if you're talking about what Crypto said there, take out Omar Bamadeli for Bolly, apart from Stoney, no one's really crying about having that debate. Yeah. Even though I do disagree with you 100%, Crypto, even if he was fit, which he's not, because Spurs are not an aerial team. They're always on the floor. Always on the floor.
It's more so
you know that from Johno. You've never seen Johno get the ball above knee high.
Exactly. exactly.
No, no, but they're set pieces for me because I think he's got about 7 or 8 assists, and mostly from corners this season. So they do whip a dangerous ball in. And the goal we scored at City Ground was a cross from Kulusevski, wasn't it? Which Richarlison got to. So they are a threat from there. And you know what? I'd agree.
But he's their only, but he's their only header of the ball, Richarlison, and he's out.
Yeah, and he's not in.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That wasn't why I was considering it. I just think Bolly gives more of a presence at the back. He's more experienced. Bamidele, I know he had a good game again last game, but he did make a few wayward passes, which nearly cost us. They didn't cost us.
He gave a
so
ball
that's all
away
good.
once. Crypto. He had 25 passes. He gave the ball away once.
I don't think any of us surely none of us would be devastated, whichever one was playing.
No, I don't think it's.
I think I said in our conversation last night, I think Bolly is 1% better than Bamidele. I'm talking minuscule things.
Wait. We got to interrupt this flow because Mangala's Nan is claiming ticket number 4. I don't believe you. So we need a WhatsApp.
I don't believe you.
A WhatsApp sending of that. So send that to me. You're just trolling. Ant's going to be heartbroken if that's true. But yeah, just back on that.
No, it's not me. I don't care who wins it now.
Number 2. But I just think that's the other point for me with bringing Domingo in for Yates is that Spurs in the mid. I can't say it Dominguez. It doesn't work. But I just think Spurs, even through their midfield, play it on the ground, and you need someone who's busy with pace. Who, for me, Dominguez, every time he's on the pitch, he just seems everywhere. He's in the attack, he's in the defense, he's in the midfield. I feel like there's 2 or 3 of him sometimes, and we just need that energy. And for me, play him for 65 minutes, knacker him out, and then bring Yates in if it's still the game's still level or what have you. That's my thinking behind it.
I hear what you're saying, but I cannot see Nuno dropping Yates after.
No, I agree.
Yeah, he won't drop him.
But
Mind you, nobody expected Danilo to come in, did they?
No,
nobody expected Danilo to start. So
I actually see him starting with Yates and Dominguez tomorrow. I genuinely think that's what he's going to go with because of what you've just said about Dominguez. He does have all those attributes that you're talking about, and bear in mind we're up against Maddison tomorrow. It's the kind of play that Yates tends to do well against. He tends to annoy those kind of players. As long as he's not giving away free kicks, as we've always said, I think that's going to be their threat from set pieces. But I would hope that we do take the chances on the counter-attack because we will get 2 or 3 good chances tomorrow. I guarantee it. We've just got to make sure we take them. We took them against on last weekend. We took our chances. The difference is we've had chances in other games as well where we haven't taken them at the correct times in the games where it would have changed the momentum of the game. So tomorrow we will get chances. We've just got to take them. And I think whatever you do, they're going to come at you, but they'll leave gaps all over the place. We've got a very fast centre back, but I think we can be tricky enough. We've got a very smart striker in Chris Wood at the moment, and the way he plays up. And his way he's bringing others into play as well. Because there's one-touch play. We've seen a couple of them where he's laid off for the likes of Elanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi, and they just haven't taken their chances. So tomorrow's all about taking a few chances that we are going to get and hope that we can keep them out the other end. But I would probably think that Yates and Dominguez is my starting centre.
So you're dropping Danilo?
Yeah, I'm going to drop Danilo for tomorrow. I'm not starting him. I know.
But
that might be just as controversial as the tweet that you put out,
I didn't think it was that controversial, mate. But 74% of players saying play Domingo, 26% is saying Yates. And yeah, you had a point.
No, I'm just saying bye-bye to somebody in the chat.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, there's some knobheads in the chat today.
Got nothing better to do
personal abuse, especially personal abuse of that nature, is not really cool.
Yeah, especially when he's got that beautiful beard.
It's quite funny because they got hidden by 3 people, and then I tried to press hide, and it unhid them. So if you get any more abuse, don't blame me.
And let's talk about the linking point on this, Johno. So speaking of dogs abuse, he got loads of dogs abuse from the Spurs fans. Well, a section of the Spurs fans earlier on in the season saying what a waste of money. He was still quite split, I think, in the Forest fan base. Probably the majority didn't want to sell him. But he's come into form now with Spurs. He actually looks their most threatening players, especially in the last few games. Is Russell Crowe, bloody hell.
I'll tell you
Maximus
that.
Decimus
All the
Meridius.
compliments tonight.
Yeah, bloody hell. What are you worried about the Johno factor? I always hate it when a player comes back, but is it
crap.
when
It's crap. I'm not worried.
great? He's going to score now. Great.
I don't care if he scores or not. It's still crap.
All right, Mangala's Nan. Right, I need a screenshot on WhatsApp. Oh, my phone's upstairs. Send a WhatsApp screenshot. I need this confirmed. No,
seriously, not particularly. He's not a great player. Let's be honest. You know, he can score a goal now and again. He can take on a defender and beat him now and again. I even remember a cross he did once that was quite good. But apart from that, I think we've way overblown it. To us, it was a great player. For us, coming through the Championship, it was a great player. He did well in his first season in the Premier League. But, you know, he's not fucking Phil Foden, is he? You know what I mean? We don't have to, like, fear that one particular player. Spurs have got other players that are far more likely to cause us damage than Johno is. If Aina can just get hold of him, give him if he gives him a kick in the first 10 minutes, you won't see him again for the rest of the game.
Probably.
So,
yeah.
I reckon.
We've seen ourselves. We know what Johno's like.
We know he's got one trick, and that's just to knock it and run. So.
Yeah,
I would. I'd certainly start Aina against him, and I'd expect Aina's got enough in his locker to be able to handle Johno tomorrow. But I agree with you, and it's the other players around him that you need to be concerned about.
Yeah,
you know?
You mustn't, like, Forest fans mustn't get all focused on Johno, like I say, like he's just bloody Mo Salah or something. He's not.
But you're now doing it, and it's making. I wasn't worried till you started talking. To be honest,
I don't believe in jinxes. I mean, I don't believe that I can affect the football game tomorrow at the Tottenham Stadium. I don't believe it.
Tell that to the chat. Tell that to the chat. Tell that to the chat. When Mopé scored against us for Brentford, man, my phone didn't stop, right? So you tell that to the chat. So you're making your own death wish here. It's up to you.
The chat can abuse you as much as they like. I'm not going to try and dissuade them.
They're picking on you tonight, so I'm good with the chat, man. Jinx around. Yeah, absolutely. Ez, he was your boy, Ez. He was your boy. You even said at the start of last season, if I remember rightly, and tell me if I'm wrong, that he was our best signing when he signed his new contract.
Yeah.
Where are you, John, now? You agreeing with Beardy Bearderson here that he's crap?
No, I think it's Ant's opinion on him, but I don't.
Ez, let me just sorry, mate.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm being flippant. When I say he's crap, I'm being flippant. He's a decent player, but he's nothing super special. He really
but I think because you said a couple of things in the past about him and his dad and all that, and I'm like, I don't really care about all that side of it. I do want him to do well. He came through the Forest Academy, not against us, but I want him to do well because he's one of ours, man. We've seen him. He is, of course he is.
I'm with Ant.
I can't detach from that. No.
Why? The fucker wouldn't have gone as fast as he could down to Spurs if he was one of us.
Okay, right. But listen, I grew up when, again, to Spurs, we lost the likes of Dawson, we lost Genus.
Reid.
We lost, who else did we? But I followed his career throughout. Andy Reid. No, I followed their careers throughout.
No, I did not forgive Andy Reid. I did not forgive Andy Reid when he went. I still don't. And I still don't. That's stupid double signing.
I knew we had to sell him. Like we had to sell Johno, you know. So I knew we had to sell him. But that didn't make me hate the player. So I'm not bothered from that point of view. I do want him to do well in his career. Obviously not tomorrow. And I think he's taken a lot of stick from the Spurs fans because of his price tag. For them, Levy's tight. So for Levy to spend nearly 50 million on a player, you know, he's got to be the dog's bollocks for them. And he's not. So that's what their problem is with him. But he has obviously scored crucial goals recently and he's hitting a bit of form. But going back to what we were saying earlier, he's not the one I'd be worried about. I think Aina's good enough to be able to... Aina and Murillo that side are more than good enough to be able to handle Johno, in my opinion. It's the other players. And that's what we need to concentrate on a bit more. And after tomorrow, I want him to do well in his career, mate. I've got no bad feeling towards him. Honestly, haven't.
I don't know. Just let me just quickly catch up with the super chats. Noah's saying he's using his brain to get back in for Wolves. He's there. Thank you for the 199. I don't want to know, Noah. I don't want to know. And shout out to Jack for the year anniversary, Jack. You absolute legend. I've just got to say, I'm with Ant on it. Like, it was Reed for me. Reed was the one that when he left. Like, there was Collymore, but I was a kid. Yeah, Collymore hurt when he left. You go into school and all the Liverpool fans are like, give us Collymore. But Reed, for me, I didn't like it, especially as it was to Spurs. And it was a double, wasn't it? Him and Dawson went together.
£5 million on it.
8, was it 8? I think 8 I've got in my head. I can't remember. 8. But it was like, once they've gone, I detached from them. Okay, Reed came back and I was like, it just was never the same. And that's why I'm with you and on Johno. It's like once they leave Forest, they are not bigger than the club for me. That's what I've learned over the years.
I never said that anyway, did I? I just said I'd like him to do.
You're holding on to him like he's your son.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I would like him
Johno. You got scar on your head, Johno.
I do not know.
He don't give a shit about you, you know. You do know that, don't you? He don't give a shit about you.
I say anything like that. I said I'd like him to do well in his career. I've got no ill will towards Johno. He's probably.
I just don't care.
Yeah, but we're not saying we want him to do crap. We're saying we're agnostic. Is that? Would you agree with me, Anne? I'm agnostic to his career.
I just have no attachment to him.
In fact,
it's not to me. It's dead to me.
I'll tell you what. I'll go a step further. I actually feel better. Remember Ollie Burke? All right, remember Ollie Burke? Remember how good he was, and then we sold him, yeah? And he went crap. That made me feel better.
He was good for 11 games. He played 11 games.
He was still good.
He didn't play enough, though, did he?
He's still good.
That's not the same as Johno.
My point here, now forget how good my point is, when a player leaves Forest and goes crap, then I feel better about it that, okay, they could have been crap while they were still at us, and we got good money out of them, and they moved on. That's what I'm saying.
I actually worship Stan Collymore. You know, when he left us, I fucking didn't give a shit. Gone. Out of my life. Gone.
I was just looking through my phone to try and find the selfie of me and Johnson, and I found this instead.
That was from last year, mate, when I was 20. All right, let's move on from Johno. So we talked about the team, we talked about Forest. I still think we can win this one. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm with Mark. It's like an ex man who downgraded. Exactly. Jack, he hated Collymore when he left. Who is the person you hated the most? For me, it was Reed. I think over Collymore. It was Reed when he left. That one. It wasn't hate, but you know what I'm saying. Was it Collymore for you, Ant?
I was just broken, mate. He's like, there was nothing. I was just broken. I mean, the thing is, I knew, as I guess most Forest fans did, 6 months before that he was going to leave us. So I can remember going to a away match, I can't remember which one it was, and saying to people, look, just enjoy watching Stan, because he'll be gone. Just enjoy, like I said it about Murillo, just enjoy watching him in a Forest shirt whilst you can. So I'd kind of accepted it a long time before in that sense. And it did it. I clinged on till it was signed. I kept clinging on, thinking he might not go. And when he went, I can't say I hated him, but I didn't want him to do well. I didn't want him to do well at all.
You know what? I'm not liking this stream because you lot are bringing up some old scars. Keith Van Hooydonk, that one, yeah, that was worse than Reed, because we would have stayed up if they hadn't sold Campbell. That team was good enough, man. Anyway, let's you lot are just gonna annoy me and Commons as well. Yeah. Anyway, let's bring it back in. So looking ahead to tomorrow, Sunday, crypto. Genuinely speaking, do you feel we can get something out of this?
I think we have to after today, after the results from Luton. See you in a bit, Ant.
Come for a shave.
We've got to be confident after last game. Last game's probably the best we've played all season. If we can take that into tomorrow, then I don't see why we can't have a good go at them. To be honest, I'm undecided about the team. Should we stick with the same team? Should we change a few players up? I don't know what the right answer is, but if we play like we did last game, then we can definitely pose a threat to Spurs. So I think we need to go for the 3 points. The one thing I don't want to see is I don't really want to see us play for a draw. I know it's Spurs, but we need the points. Look at Luton. Luton don't look like they're going to give up. We don't know what's happening with Everton. I think we just got to go for it. Try for the 3 points. It's going to be crucial. You know, there's 8 games left. We need to just go for it. 100% effort. Just get in there and go for it. Scrap it out. And
so what are you saying score-wise?
Score-wise, I mean, I think we're going to concede. We always concede, so I'll go. I'll go with the same prediction last week, 2-1 to Forest.
You don't really say it with conviction.
I'm trying to fill myself with confidence.
But... Yeah. I feel like you're talking yourself into it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think if we play like we did last game, which we should do, it'd be nice to see some consistency in the way we play.
Though, aren't we?
Yeah, that is another thing. We are away. That seems to get us. And someone like Johnson knows our style, so there could be some insider tactics against us. I don't know. It's such a tough one to call because obviously Spurs are a good team, but if we'd have played Spurs last game, I think we would have beat them. So play like that again, and I think we'll win.
Friggin' catfish on the fence as always, man. Always on the fence.
If you want to see the worst selfie ever, where I basically took a picture of my ear and Brennan Johnson.
Oh yeah.
It's funny actually because that day there's me and Nico Williams.
Do you just troll in petrol stations? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I just stalk footballers in petrol stations. But it was the day after we lost 3-0 to Liverpool. And I didn't know what to say to him, so I walked up to Nico Williams and I just went, "You lot were shit yesterday, weren't you?"
What did he say?
And he looked at me and he just went, "Okay." And then I went, "Can I have a photo with you?" And he didn't say anything. I just pulled my phone out and took a selfie.
He loves you, mate.
And have you noticed now? Well, not so much as. And have you noticed Crypto's always tagging Nico Williams into Twitter saying, "Oh, I love you." I've seen that picture on Twitter.
Now it's like he goes on about Stephen Reed and that. He's only seen him pass him in Tesco once, really.
Me and Stephen Reed are like, best buddies.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Exactly. Oh god! And what are you saying then tomorrow? Chat. Get your score predictions. Well, if we play with freedom, I think we've got half a chance. If we play with freedom, if we express ourselves, if we don't sit in and try and defend like we have done on so many occasions away from home, we've got a chance. However, if I had to put my own personal money on it, I can't see that.
Yeah.
Your best mate that you live in the same building block with, that you talk to on Instagram. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, Anne, you were rudely interrupted by talk of best mates.
Yeah, I know. People are always interrupting me. It's because I'm
Honestly.
quiet. Yeah. Yeah, so if we play with freedom, I think we've got a chance. However, I don't think we will play with freedom because we never do when we're away from home. So if I had to put my own money on it, I would say 2-0 Spurs.
You motherfucker.
I'm supposed to lie.
Spurs?
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Listen, try and put yourself in a neutral perspective.
Ever since you got that beard, you've been talking absolute shit.
But Ant, you're not neutral.
Try and think what you would think if you weren't a Forest fan. Honestly, you'd look at that table, you'd look at Spurs flying high, you look at us, 4th from bottom and the only teams below us are the 3 shitsters that
all right, Mr. Neutral. What would you have said today, Villa versus Brentford, when Villa were 2-0 up?
Oh, I'd have said 3 or 4-0.
Listen, shows that you know then.
I'm not pretending to be an oracle. I'm only giving my opinion. Of course, Forest could go there. And I have
you're giving
and win 4-0. I do. I have dreams of it.
And you're not giving your opinion though. You're giving a neutral opinion. We want your opinion. You're a Forest as a Forest fan.
You tell him.
I gave my opinion as a Forest fan, having seen us play all this season. I'd probably say 6-0 to Spurs. I'm being generous.
Bloody hell.
I want to know the opinion of
All right. How many games have we won away this season?
2.
At least 30. At least 30.
2 out of how many?
About
18.
Who were the teams to beat? Newcastle. That was a magnificent
and
performance.
Chelsea.
Put on a performance like that.
Newcastle and Chelsea. Spurs are in that bracket, aren't they? So yeah, we can do it.
Chelsea.
Yeah, we beat Chelsea away from home, didn't we?
Are you joking?
Yeah, but as you forgetting that we had Joe Worrell, man.
Yeah, that's true.
The Chelsea
It's been 2 months without his name, and you had to get it in.
Right. Newcastle result was brilliant. If we can perform like that and pull off that result, wow. The happy days.
Yeah, but why can't we do that?
That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. But if I had to give a proper prediction, I would go 2-0 Spurs.
What a prick.
Let's put him in his place.
Well, I mean, my positive spin's going to be a draw anyway, but that's more positive. Yeah, I know, but it's more positive than what you freaking said, mate.
It is. Have you got to be positive then? Otherwise, your opinion's not valid.
Yeah, your opinion ain't
basically,
valid. No, but we wanted your opinion, and you gave us a neutral opinion, and then you gave us
said we were going to lose 3-1 to Fulham.
Hey, and then I got bloody Carol on my case now saying, tell everyone we're going to lose. I mean, seriously, Carol, get off my back.
Well, you are jinxerine, mate. So you keep doing what you're doing.
Fulham, mid-table, who'd let 3 goals in the previous week against Sheffield United.
No, I didn't say we were going to lose. I didn't say we were going to lose. I said I am not going to predict us to win until these charlatans show me they care. Mm-hmm. Until they show me they care. So I gave them the pep talk they needed. That's what I did. So you lot should be thanking me. You should be thanking me. Yeah. Go on, S.
You were wrong.
Go on, Mr. Semi-negative.
Semi-negative. But a point at their stadium, mate. I just want to go to their stadium. But a point there will give us something to hold on to going into that Wolves game, because the Wolves game's the all-important one, whatever happens. And it's not going to move us too far up the table. It won't really make that much of a difference, but it's a psychological thing. And we're on a 3-game unbeaten run, mate. Let's make it 4 tomorrow going into that Wolves game. That's the only thing. Yeah. But I just think the Nuno effect is something I'm counting on tomorrow. I think he's got something to prove there, and he may
that's
do
a good point.
A little bit different, and that's what I'm kind of banking on to get us a result tomorrow.
Hey, just stop, you lot. Stop. Seriously. Do you lot, yes or no, do you lot want me to predict a loss? Do you guys really think I have that much power over Forest that whatever I say, the opposite will happen? I mean, come on. All right, let's do this. Yes or no, chat. Do you want me to say we're going to lose? And Charlotte, thank you, Charlotte. Charlotte, you're the only one I like in the chat, honestly. And Mangala,
you're not going to pander to that rabble, are you?
I'll pander to Charlotte. Mangala, congratulations. He got Murillo's shirt. Look at that. He came on tonight expecting nothing, and he's ended up with what could be one of the rarest shirts in football. Well, all right, no. All right, we need anyone who says yes. Can the mods please ban? Half the mods are saying yes. So in God's sake, man. I mean,
ban yourselves.
Just ban yourselves. Just ban yourselves. Look, what did I predict in the predictor? Right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to disappoint you all, right? Because I believe in my boy Nuno, and as I think Ez makes a great point, he's got a point to prove against Spurs. The way they talk about him is so disrespectful. The guy who got them top of the league beat Man City that season.
Manager of the month,
huh?
Manager of the month, he was.
Yeah,
manager of the month as well. Manager of the month as well. So
who forget.
Screw you lot in the chat. I am predicting there's no chance in hell you will ever hear me predict Forest to lose to either Spurs or Man U. Never gonna happen. Yeah, in a league match. Never gonna happen, right? And I'm not just gonna sit here and appease you lot. I'm saying 3-1. In fact, I'll give you the goal scorers. Alanga's gonna score. Yeah. Callum Hudson-Odoi will score. I'll even guarantee you Morgan Gibbs-White hits the first man from 3 corners.
And I'll take that back.
And then Murillo.
Surely Woodinho's got to score.
No, Wood's not scoring.
Wood's on fire, mate.
He's not scoring.
Now.
No, he's not scoring because Murillo is going to bang one in from 30 yards. And
tell you what.
Wait. I'm in my flow here, right? And he's going to score with his weaker right foot. So sit on that, swivel on that, right? That's what's going to happen tomorrow. And I swear to God, if we win 3-1, you will not want to be on the live stream after that because I will be gloating. And I'm taking screenshots right now of all of you who said yes in the chat, right? Because my God, do you think I have some power? Stop with the jinxery, Matt. I can see that. So 3-1. There. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Well.
Right, based on what you just said, I think we're going to get hammered tomorrow.
It's not filling me with any sort of hope whatsoever.
I'm changing my prediction. I'm going 7-0 Spurs.
On that note, this was only meant to be half an hour. So
surprise, it went longer.
Yeah, shock horror. You get Ant on, he doesn't shut up. And I think Laurie was asking, has Rob been sacked? Yeah, we sacked him. Him. He's got to focus on being a politician. No, we're joking. This is just chucked together last minute. So we'll be back.
It was chucked together at the last minute.
Yeah. There's been a lot going on today. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow for the watch along about 5:45, where Forest will beat Spurs 3-1. And yeah,
man, I hope you're right, man. I will bow down to you if you're right, man. I really.
You'll kiss the ring.
I'm not kissing the ring for no money, man.
You wouldn't kiss the ring for a 3-1 win.
I wouldn't kiss your ring.
What type of ring is he having to kiss?
Exactly.
All of them.
It's mine, but I ain't kissing yours.
All right. On that bombshell.
No ring kissing on this channel.
A super chat from Noah again. 199. Thank you so much, Noah. We need to go for it tomorrow. I'm going for 2-2. You're in the S camp, man. 2 negative, Noah. Thank you so much for the 199. Right. You are negative. We'll see. Yeah, it's WrestleMania time as well. Yeah, you Cody crybabies better shut up, man. All right, I'll see you guys for the watch along tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Get those likes up. There's a couple of Murillo of Hudson-Odoi tickets left now because Mangala's Nan got the Murillo shirt. Grab those if you haven't already. Come on, you Reds.
You Reds.